We all know just how important it is that we get the right shaft for our driver. We get the right weight, we get the right flex. It has to be right. But what about this? The most flexible driver shaft I've ever seen. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, I would like to warmly welcome you to the channel. Second of all, please do not forget to consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. That way you won't miss any of the great golf related content that I bring to you guys every single day. Because on this channel, I hopefully help you raise your game, generally help you lower that handicap, but mainly, more than anything else, help you enjoy your golf more than ever before. In today's video, we are testing shaft flex. That might not work. Yeah, thinking about that logically, I probably shouldn't try and bend and probably snap the shaft I've spent the best part of 10 years trying to find again. So today's video is a little bit about this, but mainly about this. This is the G-Force driver, and you may have seen in past videos we tested the G-Force 7 iron. Very similar idea. It's a training aid to help you improve your tempo, improve your rhythm, and generally just improve your golf swing. And one day I will stop doing this, but it does feel so strange. And before we even hit this G-Force driver, we are going to send some out there with my trusty TaylorMade M5 with the oracle of my eye, the graffalloy blue shaft, which, as I said earlier, I spent years trying to get hold of. And we're going to try and get some out there. We're going to hit some shots hard. We're going to hit them a long way. We're going to set a stall out and then try and match it with this. I mean, it looks great, but really? Okay, so without any further ado, let's get the ball rolling, hopefully fly in with the TaylorMade M5. Pretty nice first shot there, straight down the fairway, lovely high fade. Shock horror just shy of 270 yards, which is around my distance between that and 275. But now we're going to crank it up. We're going to try and smash this a grand total of maybe like 280. Guys, as always, I want you to be a part of my videos, and by that I want you to smash those comments below, as well as smashing the like button, as well as smashing the subscribe button. What's going to happen here? Am I going to be able to match one of the shots with the uber flexible G-Force, or is it all going to be a bit of a flop? Flop? Is that a flop? Also guys, I want you to hit those comments below. What shaft are you currently using in your big dog? Would you say it might be too stiff for you? Would you say it might be too floppy for you? And also guys, hit the comments below. I just want this video to be one massive discussion. Would you like to see me take this out on the golf course with the iron, with the wedge, and yes, we also have a putter, all with these shafts in, and see just how I can score over 3, 4, 5, 6, even 9 holes? Hit those comments below, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I will definitely get out there and do it. Spoiler alert, I probably will anyway, but the likes will just kind of make me pull my finger out a little bit. Really do feel like I'm swinging this quite well today, to be fair. I think it's fair to say the averages for this M5 are going to be pretty consistent, and you guessed it, they're going to be between 270 and 275 yards, because it never really changes. The reason why I do hit this in every video that I compare drivers with is because, well, it could change on a day-to-day basis. It could be different one day from the other, and I've just repeated myself but a totally different way. But it is mega important that you do test the driver, that you're testing for what it is and not just how you're swinging on that day. Let's hit one more with the M5 and then have some fun. Always got to throw the bad one in, haven't you? You can never just hit half a dozen good ones. It's now time for a little bit of fun. And try not to break my arms while I'm at it. To explain just how kind of floppy this shaft is, take a look at this. And this. Yeah, I wouldn't try that with the M5. I don't know why, I just wouldn't. So, we're not going to look at the averages per se, because the first few shots that I'm going to hit are going to kind of be testers to see how fast I can swing this thing. We're going to look at the best shot with this compared to the best shot of the M5, and we might throw the averages up anyway, because why not? Here we go. G-Force. Oh, that's high right. I mean, we're going out at 230, but that's 5,000 spin, and that is out of the park. Alright! And the 5,000 spin might be something to do with it coming right out the bottom of the club. That's the big thing that we need to try and do with this club. We need to try and hit it out the middle, obviously with a square club face with a half decent path, because that's what's going to give us the distance and that's what's going to give us a beautiful drive that's hopefully going to beat the M5. With my review head on, looking down at this club head, I'm not going to lie guys, I could game this club head. This club head looks absolutely beautiful. It almost reminds me of, who remembers the old Bridgestone driver head? I can't remember exactly what it's called. Was it the J something? I probably should know. But that drive head looks so beautiful. Simple and traditional. That's exactly what the G-Force looks like. Let's try and go again. Slow it down a little bit. That felt great. Still going right, but we're out there. That's 240. 242 yards, and we can see the strike location got higher, but it was now out of the toe. So this is really showing me that I do need to work hard on trying to get the middle of that club face and try and keep it a little squarer. Must be better. Still high, is it? Oh, we're getting there. Here we go. Here we go. Now we are really struggling to keep that spin rate down, so I'm going to try and tilt back a little bit. I'm going to try and get that club working up more on the ball. As you can imagine, if I release this shaft, it's going to start to add loft. It is going to start to want to get ahead of the hands. So I'm going to really try and get behind it and try and keep that shaft leaning forwards a little bit. So I think it's fair to say that distance isn't what the G-Force driver is all about, but I've got to say I'm really enjoying this, and I do feel like it's definitely helping my rhythm. It's helping me load up a little bit smoother, potentially get into a better position from the top, so there I can turn through and hopefully deliver a better impact position. Let's hit a couple more, then let's compare them. I don't think the comparison's really gone to plan, but where would the fun be if everything did go to plan? That's 250, come on. Okay, last shot, because I can tell you're all getting bored of me. Hopefully not, but let's go one more. Try and get this out there. That was toey. You really do have to hit the middle of this club face, and I do think if you are going to use this as a training aid, don't be wailing it around trying to smash drives as hard as you can, because that's obviously not what it's for. If I was to use this and try and work on my rhythm, then you hit the best drive with it that you're possibly going to hit. So we've all learned a lesson there. Let's take a look at the numbers, and then let's hit one more drive with, in fact, let's hit one now, because when we did the video with the irons, I absolutely ripped the iron afterwards. Let's see if it works the same with the driver. How is my rhythm going to be? Fair to say that didn't go to plan either. Let's take a look at the numbers. So we'll start with the TaylorMade M5 and ignore that last one because, yeah, we all saw that. Pretty good dispersion realistically. Let's take a look at the numbers. And I'm going to guess 270, 275, 272, 273, and then the kind of last one we spoke about in the test and that one there. So with all of those in, we have an average of 271, which is still, it's still between where I would expect it, isn't it? We have a club speed of 107, ball speed 156, and a spin of 2389. And I could pretty much talk you through those numbers anyway, to be fair, but it's important we keep it a fair test. What about the G-Force? The G-Force, I mean, we cancelled out the left side of the fairway, didn't we? Or even the left side of the golf course, which is beautiful for me to see because that is where my terrible bad shots go. What about numbers? Numbers with the G-Force, yeah, you can start to see how, yeah, it's just not what it's designed for, is it? But that's cool because I do think that I've learned a lot by using it, and that's the whole point. Average of 236, club speed 100.5, ball speed at 145, and spin of 3,700, which is what really caught me out. We didn't even have one spin. Oh, with the last shot, where I really kind of toned it down, was the best spin at 259. And that went 238 yards. So guys, I think it's fair to say that the G-Force range isn't made for distance, it isn't made to be played with, it's made as a training aid. I mean, is it that obvious? Maybe I just need to learn how to read. But guys, I do hope you've enjoyed that. For me, it's definitely been a learning curve. I think it's definitely going to help with my rhythm, and I can see myself using this moving forward in practice, because rhythm is definitely something that I struggle with. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave us a like. Remember, if we get 1,000 likes, I'm going to take these out on the golf course. Hit those comments below. Do you want to see me take this on the golf course? The putter, the wedge, the 7-iron, and the driver. I can see that being a little bit of a slog, but I can also see it being a bit of fun. Would you like to see me challenge someone to a 3-hole match using just these? Golf Vlogs UK, Mark Crossfield, other people. Guys, thanks once again for watching, and I really, really look forward to seeing all your smiling, happy faces tomorrow.